As we entered the 100-mile wilderness, we anticipated more rivers and ponds and lakes. We did not anticipate the amount of water that we would encounter in about probably 2 or 3 days from this video. We had incredible rains, temperatures dropped, we forded many rivers, and had really a good time, even though it was a little bit rough on the old psyche. The views were stunning, and the incredible trail work that they've done up here with these stepping stones, the waterfalls, it was breathtaking, just like this bath, and this fording of a river, and this early morning fog bank. Yes, folks, that is the trail. We were able to walk around this section, but others we weren't. As you can see in these next few pictures, water was the theme for about a 3 or 4 day period. The 100-mile wilderness is pretty wild and wet, so there you have it. And on sections of the trail that were not ankle to knee deep in water, it was really beautiful. Moss covered pine forest. You can see here, this was typical of the area in the 100-mile. I think this is approaching Johnson Pond Road, within 4 or 5 miles of that. Just absolutely beautiful. The colors are amazing. All right, so this is the river we crossed. I don't know if the video really pays it justice, but like we said, it was waist deep, and right about probably that rock there, through that little chute, the current was pretty strong. It dropped down. That's where it got real deep. It's been a good time. It probably looks more dangerous than it really was, but it's been good. This is typical trail for the last 2 days. This is actually shallow, so
honestly,
it's been a good time.
Honestly, it's fun. This river is just a little dangerous, but it's kind of fun. I wish it was a little warmer.
And by the way, Sally, I know the honey badger is very special to you. I wouldn't have done anything to get her hurt, so this was purely... It's a video of one of 2 young ladies we stayed back to help get across. As you can see right here, it drops off into that chute. The current picks up speed right there, pretty forceful. They both did a great job getting across, made it over safely, packs dry. It was all good.
The last 2 days have been pretty eventful, so we haven't been able to do much video and stuff because it's been raining. So 2 days ago we had basically 36 hours of solid rain.
36 to 40.
36 to 40, and we can't even describe to you what the trail looked like. I mean, it was like a running river down the trails. We were up to our knees just walking on the trail, much less any little stream crossings. So it's pretty rough. We finally, luckily we made it across to one river early, because we heard later that it was pretty impassable.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we still made it before the overnight hours of rain.
It was only knee deep at that point.
Yeah, it was only knee deep. And then we stopped early because we were basically getting pretty cold and hypothermia. We weren't there, but we were cold.
It was cold, starting to shiver. Stopped for lunch.
3 miles back, yeah.
Drank 2 or 3 cups of hot water and coffee.
Yeah, that helped.
Got some food in us. That helped quite a bit. Walked another 1.8. Found a camp spot that was dry when we set
Okay.
up and wet when we took down.
Yeah, because it poured all night.
It poured, and
Um,
it's been a. Everybody says enjoy the 100-mile wilderness. Slow down.
yeah, slow down. How are you supposed to slow down?
36 hours of rain, 4 to 5 inches. Yay!
Yeah.
Go team, right?
There's no jumping in water because we're in water, okay? So no lakes. So we're not swimming any lakes today. Basically, too, what happened is 2 days ago it was 90 degrees and hot. It then dropped down to rain and 50. So there you have it. And then yesterday we stopped short again because
All right, so I don't really know where we left off, but it's been a rough 2 or 3 days in the 100-mile wilderness. It's been beautiful in its own kind of way, but I've been wet for 3 days now. My feet are wet, socks are wet, shorts, shirt, you name it, it's wet.
I mean, we kind of expected some of that in Maine. I mean, we've just been lucky with weather, honestly. And oh, by the way, he doesn't have a phone now, and only I have a phone because his phone got wet. So he's trying to figure out my phone.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
What the heck?
other than that we're almost out of food.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's the other problem. We have to make our food drop today because we are out of food.
We
so.
both have one meal and one bar left.
And that's even with his good planning of always packing in.
After our food drop, we were able to enjoy the scenery, the ponds and lakes. We came upon this owl who was sitting right next to the trail, had no desire to leave, was very curious. He was fun to watch and kind of mimic and play with. Very, very beautiful. Another river along the way. This is one that we crossed downstream just a little bit later. As you can see, there's plenty of water, plenty of bog boards, and walking on those bog boards when they're wet is a little bit of fun, slippery and interesting. You can see all the streams were flowing quite well. Mushrooms are starting to pop real well. Again, beautiful, beautiful ponds and lakes. Found an old boat next to a pond.
Good morning.
Day 155. 155 days since we started this beast. Got about 3 days to go. So things are looking good.
Yeah. Right now we're walking next to this big old lake that we camped by last night. So it's got some good views. It rained a little last night again, but
not much.
Not
really,
much.
I mean,
not like the 36-hour downpour.
not even a quarter inch, which compared to what we've had in the last week, that's like spilling a little water out of a cup. I mean, no big deal. It's damp. It's a little bit cool, which is nice. Makes it nice for walking. But I think one of the things that needs to be discussed, and I say this jokingly, but shame on all the other YouTubers before this that put out these great Katahdin videos and all that. They don't talk about Maine and just how damn difficult this is. Rocky, rooty, slow going. We forded 3 rivers yesterday. At one point up to about very high thigh depth on me. I was real close to being real cold, but I managed not to get that deep. It's just been tough, and we've talked in previous videos about the physical versus the mental challenge. We've been talking this morning, and we're both not struggling with the mental side, but it's difficult.
I think we're finally ready to be done, maybe. I don't know.
I think we're ready to be done, but I think you just kind of get wore down a little bit. And that's where we're at. It's going to be a good day. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. We'll get into A-Ball Bridge, get a camp spot, hopefully get a spot at the Birches, and we will summit on Monday. Today's Friday, so
That's
there
the
you have
plan.
it. It's been fun, but it's been hard, physically, mentally, emotionally, but it's been absolutely gorgeous. So
Yeah, the okay, we're kind of walking. I don't know if you can see it. We're walking up this mountain. It's all cliffs right here. And if you can see the marker way in the distance, we're going to go that way and probably follow.
I can't overemphasize how these pictures really don't show the true beauty that we were able to see. It was absolutely gorgeous. At every turn, we'd come on these ponds. There were blueberries all over. We stuffed ourselves with those and had a great time. And here we hit yet another absolutely gorgeous open forest, vibrant shades of green everywhere, ferns, moss. It was fantastic to walk this little stretch. There were many like this along the way. This is one we happened to capture. We came upon this little waterfall that I can't remember the name of it. Thank God for bridges.
Yeah, Maine actually put a bridge in for us, and that's good because we would have been crossing this river, and we've gotten our Okay, so we just as we're eating realized this is our last dinner on the trail. Woo-hoo. Oh, but this one was really good. I'm gonna miss our meals that we make.
This is cheesy rice. Had it about 30 times. I mean, yeah. It's not bad.
Mine was something new and different. And we got our little tent behind us, and there's pine trees, and this little squirrel purposely is like dropping acorns on our heads. So anyways, we're just checking in the eve before the eve of the Katahdin.
2 days.
2 days. We're just found this little side trail of 0.5 to Big Beaver Pond and Little Beaver Pond, and Big Beaver Pond started getting a little swampy, and I didn't really feel like fighting that tonight, but decided to go check out Little Beaver Pond, and it's so cool back in here. It says definitely a trail that doesn't get used very much, and I could just see like camping here, nice and peaceful. And then there's Little Beaver Pond way in the distance, looking into the sun, and it actually is pretty.
And there she is, Mount Katahdin, Baxter Peak. We're at A-Ball Bridge here. It was a pleasant stay there and a nice walk up to the Birches from A-Ball Bridge. Once again, intimidating but beautiful. As we step into Baxter Park, the reality of the end, I think, really hit us. Well, good morning. It is August 13th. We're standing on A-Ball Bridge. We've been saying we could see the finish line. We really couldn't until now. And we can see it. And it's right there behind us. Mount Katahdin. It is phenomenal. We're going to climb that in 2 days, I believe it is.
Hopefully Monday morning.
Good morning, y'all. It is August 14th. We're headed up to the Birches, spend the night, and then we'll summit tomorrow. And this trail is pretty remarkable. There's a couple roots, maybe a rock and an acorn in your way, pine cone here and there. Got about 14 miles now. We'll be at the summit sometime tomorrow. It's a pretty cool feeling. And the honey badger got emotional a while ago, wouldn't let me videotape it, but pretty cool stuff. So hopefully we see some stuff today that's really cool, be able to show you. And tomorrow, I guarantee you, we're looking at a bluebird day.
Yeah, best weather in the world again.
Probably 52, 55 up on top. 5 to 7 mile an hour wind and sunny is the forecast. That can change. But we'll see when we get up there. Just wanted to kind of update you. And this is the Penobscot River. It was a very large, fast-flowing river and beautiful. These are some of the falls that we ran into on the way up to the Birches. About a 9.4 mile hike, 900-foot elevation gain. So these rivers, you know, they dropped off quite a bit, but they were really flowing quite well with water. The falls are beautiful. The scenery, you can see how lush the forest is. This is Big Niagara Falls, nap time, and just more beauty. It's a little more of the beauty that we got to see as we got closer to the Birches. The Birches is a campsite that is for people who have completed the 100-mile wilderness. It puts you in a position to leave basically whenever you want after you check in there. You do have to sign up for it. We were lucky enough to get a spot on the 14th. So we're able to summit on the 15th. It's been an incredible journey, and I cannot wait to share the final day with you.